It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. All right, man. Hernandez Govan rejected the plea deal. Now, we don't know what the plea deal was. I mean, I'm speculating it was somewhere like around 30 years, something crazy, right? Because he's facing life for the murder charge and 40 years for the conspiracy charge, right? And he turned the plea deal down. And we all know, right? We all know that CMG paid for the hit. And Big Juke got killed. And during this whole process of this trial with Justin Johnson and the other boy, right? Straight drop. Whatever the plea deal was, it had to be something crazy. And I'm saying something like 40 years in mind because he rejected it. And you know what the prosecution is saying? They saying they got enough evidence to get a guilty verdict. They saying they feel that they have enough evidence to find Govan guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And what I say to this, right? Govan is going to have the same dude that testified on Justin Johnson testifying on him too. So you already know that case going to look messy for Govan. Being as though he said CMG was the ones that paid for the hit. Y'all remember that, right? He said CMG is the one that paid for the hit. And you already know Gotti next, man. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Yo, Gotti next, man. We already knew Govan was going to reject the plea deal. I didn't even think the prosecution, honestly, was going to get him a plea deal. Being as though they already knew that it was a paid hit. You feel me? It was a paid hit for them killing young Dolph, and they ain't even get the money, right? Yes, sir. It was a paid hit, and they ain't even get the money. Young Dolph died because them dudes was hating, man. Straight up. Young Dolph died because them dudes was hating. And now, they already convicted one dude. One dude pled guilty, right? Now they got Govan going on trial 2025. He rejected the plea deal. Knowing he should have took the plea deal. Whatever the plea deal was, he should have took it. Honestly. Because the guy going to get up there and testify that they got paid through him. So, I don't see no way that Govan thinks that he can beat this case. Y'all think Govan's going to be able to beat this case when the guy is saying the money came from them? Like, real shit. Yeah, I'm talking about the court case. Young Dolph's trial with the boy Govan is coming up 2025. He rejected the plea deal. They offered, and listen, they wouldn't even tell what the plea deal was that they offered it. Now you know it's real. And they saying in the paper, they said they have enough evidence to find him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So they said they gave him the option to take the plea, but he decided not to. Do y'all think he should have took that plea knowing they saying the hit came from CMG, knowing it came from CMG and he got somebody testifying against him? Do y'all think he should have took the plea or go all the way? Really though. I'm saying I don't think Govan is going to beat it. And he done ran in, had so many run-ins with the law while he's on bail. It got me like, how did the judge allow him to continue to be on bail after he had so many bail violations? He violated his bail 3 different times, but the judge allowed him to reinstate the bail, man. And I'm saying, I already know they're going to find him guilty. I can bet my bottom dollar when the trial starts and they start talking about the murder for hire and that he was the one that organized it through CMG, y'all know what it is. Ain't no way you're going to be able to beat it. For real. There's no way govan is going to be able to beat this murder trial. Everybody's pointing at him. And he mess around and flip on Yo Gotti. You hear me? Yo Gotti might be the one that's next. Because 2025 going to be even crazier than 2024, in my opinion. Being as though that they came out with the allegations against Jay-Z, Diddy down, Dirk down. 2025 going to be crazy. Because they ain't done yet. Now, do y'all think govan is guilty? Do y'all think he was the one that paid the hit? Through Big Jook, allegedly? Because that's all they talking about. All they saying is the hit came from CMG, and this was publicly talked about in the court. Saying that the hit came from CMG, man. And govan is ready to go to trial 2025. I'm looking at the newspaper, right? I see the article. I'm at, online newspaper. I see the article, and the article saying they don't even want to reveal what the plea deal was. Like, I'm thinking that from the door they would have told us what the deal was. But it had to be something crazy. Something like a 30-40 ball. A 30-40 ball. And they said Johnson went to trial. Dude testified on him. He was found guilty, right, of the killing. Now, they got them on camera doing the killing. It was no way they was going to beat it, right? Got them on camera. He was found guilty, and the same guy that testified against Johnson, he gonna be the same guy that testified against govan, man. Ain't no way govan is gonna beat this, man. They done took Dolph out, and they ain't even get paid, man. So I'm like, I think they gonna come for Gotti. But then it got me thinking, like, if they ain't get the money, how they gonna get Gotti? Unless govan turns state's evidence, he still got time to turn state evidence. Being as though his trial ain't came up yet. And they want the big fish. They want the big fish, man. And oh yeah, they let govan out on bail because he got health conditions, dog. They didn't say exactly what health conditions he got, but they let the man out on bail because you already know with that murder stuff, they don't be letting people out on bail like that, but they let him out on bail. And he got conspiracy to commit murder and murder. They said he facing life for the murder and 40 years for the conspiracy. So I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. He said govan didn't testify at Justin's trial. He been standing up though right now. But I don't see him beating it because the other guy gonna testify against him. Honestly. I don't see govan beating it no type way. Because he got an eyewitness testifying. He said govan rejected the plea deal And the day Friday the 13th now. It's Friday the 13th. That is a crazy day to get a plea offer. You know it was crazy. He said Govan charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, among other charges. But you know, those are the most serious charges. Conspiracy to commit murder and first-degree murder. He's been on bail since May 2023. Under home scrutiny from judges multiple times. Let me see, hold on. I think got home confinement. And let me see. Hold up. What did it say here? Hold up. They said when Justin stood trial, he was convicted of murder in young Dolph. Prosecutors argued that Govan recruited Johnson and Cornelius Smith to carry out the hit. Prosecutor Paul Hagerman said that Govan introduced the two to Big Jook, the brother of rapper Yo Gotti, and alleged put $100,000 hit on young Dolph or any member of the record label. Whew. Paper route. During Johnson's trial, testimony was given. Govan entered into a proffer agreement with investigators. Hold up. I ain't know this now. Hold up. I ain't know this one. They said during Justin Johnson's trial, testimony was given that Govan entered into a proffer agreement with investigators. Essentially, hold up. Phone went out. Hold up. Phone acting crazy. Hold up. Essentially, a deal where Govan was allowed to tell investigators what he knew about young Dolph murder without any of those statements being used against him later. So this dude was out on bail because he already made statements somewhere along the line, but they couldn't use the statements against him? Hold up. I ain't heard of that one. Hold up. Govan did not testify in Johnson's trial, but Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mullery implied that. God damn, why does phone keep going out like that? Like, come on, man. God damn. Hold up. Implied that he could have been called as a witness had the state needed him to testify. Smith did testify and walked jurors through the murder at Marquita's home butter cookies in November 17, 2021. So Govan made a statement already. Bro was on bail, but he already made a statement, and they said the prosecutors said they could have called him as a witness. Oh man, and he still want to take it to trial, but they saying whatever statement he made, they can't use it against him at trial. I don't understand that. So he said he sat down and talked to investigators about what he knew, but they can't use it against him at trial? Oh, we're going to see. This trial going to be crazy because they'll tell you, right, they not going to use things against you in the trial to get you to talk, but they might find a way to be able to use these things. Honestly, they might find a way to be able to use whatever he said, but not directly use it. I guess. We're going to see how that works. And they ain't say the exact day the trial going to start. They didn't say that, but they did say that it's going to start 2025. Yeah, they did say it's going to start 2025, man. Let me see here. Yeah, that is something right there. And they killed young Dolph for whatever reason, which is unknown, but they didn't kill young Dolph for nothing, man. And now, govan is on his way to trial. Govan is on his way to trial, man. He said he going all the way with it. He said, a lot of cash, that stuff. What the hell is this? Man accused. Let me see here. Hold up. Let me see what this is.
Tonight, as we continue to investigate the murder of rapper Young Dolph. Of course, he was gunned down almost a year ago at Makita's Cookies. And tonight, we're finding out more about now the third suspect arrested in this case, Hernandez Govan.
Fox 13's Dominique Dillon is joining us in our newsroom tonight. Dominique, Govan's daughter, she was also a rapper, but she was killed in Houston in September.
Yeah, she went by a lot of cash Desto, but her real name, Destiny Govan. Houston police say the 25-year-old was shot and killed in Houston September 24th, early that morning. Investigators say Govan and her friend were in their vehicle, stopped behind a vehicle at a traffic light. Police say two men got out of the vehicle and started shooting at the women. We're told the passenger was also shot but survived her injuries. And a lot of cash Desto was signed to Lil Uzi Vert. He spoke at her funeral.
I had got some trouble and they put me away, and I had to go to a program and all that. I had to go to a rehab program, all that. She called me every day, like every day, like even if she called to argue with me, she called me every day though, and that's what counted.
Christian Williams was charged with her murder. About a month after the murder, Hernandez Govan posted on Facebook, "I think I cursed you, Destiny, with my lifestyle. I apologize, baby." As we reported earlier, Govan has dozens of criminal charges in his past, ranging from drug possession to aggravated assault. Back to you.
Thank you so much. That is Fox 13's Dominique Dillon reporting.
Now, another man connected to this case is still on the run tonight. We're talking about Shondell Barnett. He was arrested in Indiana back in January, along with the murder suspect, Justin Johnson. Barnett was charged with being an accessory after the fact. Johnson was extradited from Indiana back to Shelby County, but Barnett was released. Still don't know why. Then in February, a warrant for first-degree murder was issued for him. Still not clear if that's connected to the Dolph case, but Barnett is still on the run tonight.
This is a story that we first broke on Fox 13 News at 6 yesterday. For everything we know so far about the Young Dolph murder investigation, but also who has been charged, you can go to our website, fox13memphis.com. You can also download the free Fox 13 News app on your smartphone, and we will send you push alerts as we continue to break new information about Young Dolph's murder.
Yeah, Memphis out of control. And that man done got his daughter killed. Wanting to get Dolph killed so bad, he done went and got his daughter killed. Crazy. And the trial coming up, man. We gonna see how this one go. I know he ain't beating this though. He got somebody testifying against him. You know, once they got somebody testifying against you, right? Saying that you was a part of it, and he already testified on somebody else, ain't no way he beating this, man. Ain't no way. And I guess he think he gonna beat it. Because the plea deal that they offered him probably was a crazy number, 30, 40 years. 30, 40 years in the can. Let me see here. Hold up. 30, 40 of them things. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let's see what Govan is. Govan said he going all the way with it though. Govan, Hernandez Govan said he going all the way, man. Hernandez Govan. That's his name. Hernandez Govan. The alleged mastermind. They got a new trial date set. Let's see.
Most people don't know this hack for applying VTF transfers. There are 4 easy steps to the perfect application. First, place your alignment set.
News right now, we know the trial date for the man accused of killing Memphis rapper Young Dolph.
Let's see, they got the date.
Prosecutors say Hernandez Govan was the mastermind in the killing back in November of 2021. ABC 24's Scott Mattis is here now with details as lawyers on both sides prepare to make their case to a jury. Good evening, Scott.
Well, good evening to you, Richard. Today was the last day, like you said, that Govan and
Yo,
his defense
Ghost.
team had to accept that plea deal from prosecutors, and that's why a trial date has now been set. Now, the prosecution, well, they say Govan was the one who recruited the shooters to kill young Dolph, while the defense says otherwise.
Everybody who is involved are responsible for this murder, and we're going to make sure that everybody who is involved gets justice.
Friday morning inside a Shelby County court, Hernandez Govan pled not guilty for what the county says was his role in the 2021 murder of young Dolph.
We nonetheless are confident that we're going to be able to prove every element of the offenses that we've charged. We'll be able to prove our case beyond a reasonable doubt. And, whether we resolve this case through a plea or a trial, we're ready to seek justice in this case.
Prosecutors say that Govan was the one to introduce the alleged shooters Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith to Big Juke, who the prosecution said put a $100,000 hit out on young Dolph.
The charges are at trial. There's a conspiracy count that for him carries up to 40 years. There is the murder count that carries life in prison.
We're pleading not guilty in this case, and we'll get to trial on July 28th.
But Manny Aurora, Govan's attorney, says his client is not guilty of the murder or the conspiracy charges, and he is not the mastermind of young Dolph's murder.
There's all been rumors about he's this or he's that, and I think hopefully we can put all that stuff to bed.
And while the trial is nearly 7 months away, prosecutors say they have taken proactive actions to make sure that Govan is monitored before the trial. And the defense says they will not seek a jury from a different part of the state.
He's under supervision by an agency that supervises him. He has restrictions on where he can go, when he can be there. It's something that we constantly monitor.
I trust the folks in Memphis. We'll have a good jury selection, and we'll make sure we get the best, most independent, impartial jurors that we can.
All right, now you might remember Govan did not testify in the trial against Justin Johnson, who of course was found guilty in young Dolph's murder. Now Johnson was ultimately sentenced to life in prison plus an additional 35 years. Live in studio, I'm Scott Mattis. Richard.
Now, that's what they're trying to give him, life plus 40. And if he loses this case, that's what they're going to give him. They're going to give him life plus 40. So I can imagine the plea deal was somewhere around about 30, 40 years. I was shocked they gave him a plea. I'm thinking that they just going to go ahead and take this one to trial. But that is something, though. The Memphis prosecutors definitely put the work in to get the justice for young Dolph. Dolph definitely got justice. It's been 3 years since Dolph was killed. Dolph got killed 3 years ago. And they getting the justice for him, man. Govan end up getting his daughter killed behind this situation. You know, people don't be thinking about the effect that these situations have on their family. They only think about themselves. And they let Govan out on bail, but he's monitored with all kinds of electronic equipment. They on his ass. Prosecutors said they watching everything. And the trial, they just said, is set for July. So he go to trial in July, 7 months. And I think they're going to have the same person testify about it. Because he's saying it got organized through him. Big Jook did. And they going to be on Gotti's ass. I guarantee you we going to hear about it. 2025 going to be crazy. Yo, Gotti real quiet right now. But we see how they running down on all the people that's messing around with that murder for hire. If you was involved with any murder for hire, they on your ass. It's coming out, man. Govan, dumb motherfucker, man. Niggas dumb, man. They killed Dolph for nothing, man. This is the energy, you know, they allow us to get manipulated with. You know, we taking each other out with ease, man. That's why you got to stay the hell away from people. Stay the hell away from people, man. The best thing to do, man. You know? Yeah, man. I don't know what y'all think about that, though. What y'all think about Dolph's situation? You got justice in one part of it. But, you know, they got Govan still out there running around on bail. Yo Gotti, he next. They coming. They coming. They coming, man. They coming. They definitely coming. And I'm suspecting that they're going to show who the witness is from the waist down. That's it. You're going to see from the waist down who the witness is. But we already know Justin, because Memphis, they don't let all the witnesses be seen in trial. I'm seeing that. You know, they courtrooms, they got them old-fashioned courtrooms too. Memphis got them ancient courtrooms. They city crazy. This is going to be one of them cases that you already know. They're going to find him guilty, though. They said CMG had a hit on for $100,000 for young Dolph or anybody in PRE. And you know what's crazy, though? PRE is the only label that I ever seen the CEO, something happened to him and it still worked like clockwork. Them dudes still put music out. They still giving that energy. And they still repping PRE. You don't see that too much. When the CEO died, it seemed like the labels died. But in that situation, Dolph got killed and the label's still pumping. That don't happen too much, man. That's some strong dudes in the camp that still want to get that bag. And I think his wife is probably running the label. Dolph's wife probably running the label because, you know, next to kin. But CMG is going down. It's going down. Moneybag Yo, Glorilla, they better get up out of there. 42 Doug, you know he on federal probation. They better get up out of there. The streets is talking, man. The streets is talking. It's over. You see, hold on, it's over. Hold up. Oh, it's over, man. It's over. It's over. Let me get this water, man. Yo, it's over. It's over for him. Man, people don't be thinking, man. That shit never work out well. When they be doing that type of shit, that shit never work out well, man. It just, everybody destroys everything. If you plan on putting a hit on something, just plan on going to jail or dying, man. That's just the result. If you plan on putting a hit on somebody, plan on going to jail or dying, man. Just plan for it. Dumb niggas, man. Dumb niggas, man. Dumb niggas. For what, though? They ain't accomplished nothing, man. This is the type of shit that goes on. You know, these dudes don't be thinking at all. They don't think at all, man. And all you can do is say dumb niggas. That's all you can do. Can't say nothing else. It's just dumb niggas, man. Y'all done killed Dolph for nothing. No reason. Y'all done murdered this man for nothing. Ain't even get the money. Murdered the man for a life bit in jail, man. Pay attention to the game, man. It's deep. Pay attention, man. It's deep, man. You already know, though. It's your boy DZ, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.